What is going down, YouTube family? It is your boy Zary, and before we get into the video, one thing I want to tell you is, if you are just starting this game and you are under level 15, make sure you're using my promo code. Down in the description of my video is a link if you're just finding this channel for the first time. Click that link to download Dragon Champions on iOS or Android. Once you do that, click the cog setting, wrong way, right there above me. Click that cog setting. Inside the cog setting, you are going to see the use promo code. Make sure you're clicking on that. When you're in the promo code, type in XMG gift. Hit the OK button and get $10 worth of free stuff. So with that being said, my YouTube family, enjoy the free stuff. Help support the channel. I love y'all. Enjoy the video. What is happening, my YouTube family? It is your boy Zary, and we are here to talk the latest patch. We're here to talk patch 1.4.88, and I do these patch breakdowns for everybody who doesn't follow Reddit or Discord or Facebook. We're over here on the Reddit. I like to switch it up. And before we get started, I just wanted to apologize for last week. I know you guys really yell at me for even saying it, but very busy last week. We pretty much a big emotional roller coaster in my family. Two of my girls graduated from college, and we also lost my grandmother, so kind of up and down. And you know, I got the Curie, what happens at Gear 12, pretty much done and shot. I just got to edit it, put it all together, and I just didn't get time with everything going on. So yeah, so what we're going to do today is we're going to go over this patch, and I try to be positive. I try to be the light at the end of the tunnel, I guess. Try to help people a little bit, and I'm going to do this as always, and I'm going to apologize up front now if my language slips from me here or there, because I know some people watch this with their children. And this, I'm going to rant a little bit. I'm going to tell you what I like. I'm going to tell you what I know, and that I can share, because you know, I still believe in their right to be able to tell you things, and I'll show you what I said because I said it, and I'm going to reiterate the same things in this video, so at the end you can see what I put in the test server chat. I'm not going to put the response. I'm not going to put what other people said. That's not fair or right. And I did, as I was changing the brakes in my car, or trying to anyways tonight, I was listening to Bones' video, and he made a really good point, and please don't take it out on Lizard Breath. We love her. She's the middle woman in this whole scheme. She doesn't make decisions. She just has to back up what's going on. So I personally love her. I know Bones does. I know a lot of people in the test server chat do too. So don't go blowing up Lizard Breath about this, and we're going to get into it, because some of this stuff is pretty neat, and it just seems like the same thing. New patch, same problems, and we're already starting to see the ramifications. This patch went live today, so the day you're seeing it, probably tomorrow. And I'll try to get through it as quickly as I can. We'll jump over to the test server, check some things out, but I'm primarily just going to kind of go through it, and then at the end I'll wrap it up with my thoughts and feelings. So, greetings champions, we're bringing you 2 new heroes to the game. We're also bringing you something for the ones you already know. More heroes are getting ability levels 7 and 8. Also, starting from this version of the game, you will be able to make your heroes to gear 13, making them even more powerful. Vorian and Revol not only got new ability levels, but they received some changes to their abilities. More details in balance change section of this patch notes. With this update, we introduce a couple of changes to Hero Stone's distribution system. We are moving away from hero chests. It's becoming too small for our ever-growing collection of Korador heroes. Instead, we are introducing rare and epic legendary crystals. Recently, we've introduced new rarity levels to our heroes in this update. New ways to get them: a crystal is a special essence that will grant you a higher chance of gaining a hero of a specific rarity. Rare crystals, epic, so on and so on and so on. There are also some quality of life interface and improvements in this update. For example, we've completely redesigned the quest menu, made the rune menu navigation easier, and even added some new missions for you with sweet rewards. Now, everything is in place, and it is easier to track and plan your activity in the game. Please let us know how you like this change. We've heard your feedback on the offer banners, so we have to fix the ones that are not supposed to be there and increase the cooldown of the pop-ups a little, so they will not be bothering you as often. Here's a full list of the update for 1.4.88. General, there's a new hero, Stim. Order, Dwarf, Tank, Headhunter, and Epic available through the Seasons of Technology that starts on July 1st. So we got ourselves a new Battle Pass character. And in case you haven't been into the game, we'll jump over to the test server real quick. And my green screen just fell. Okay, well now I have the green screen fixed that collapsed. We are looking at Stim. Stim is, like we talked about, he is going to be a Dwarf Defender. He kind of has like the French vibe to him with the beret, some goggles. Really cool design. I mean, the character designs in this game have gone way up in my opinion, so pretty happy with that. Let's check out his move kit at level 7. Basic ability deals 330 physical damage to an enemy. Dealing it damage to the target with less than full health restores 35% charge to Stim and Rowley. Really big right there. Haven't play tested any of these, obviously, of course, and but anytime you're putting charge back to the dwarves, that's huge on a basic ability. Really nice there. I do like that. Second ability, Claw of the Stoneforge, down here at level 7. Deals 380 physical damage to an enemy, consumes 20% charge. For each 1% charge consumed, gets a 5% chance to inflict a damage decrease, ability block, and a potency decrease for 2 turns. Huge move, because you got to think, if you're using all 20% charge, if you have that when you use the Claw of Stoneforge, you're getting the damage decrease, ability block, and potency decrease only through 1 potency tenacity check, so that is very solid. And for ability block for 2 turns, that's pretty dang solid. I do like that quite a bit. Very solid cooldown on that as well. Third ability here, Steam Accelerator at level 7. He gains taunt for 1 turn. Consumes up to 50% charge. For each 25% charge consumed, prolongs the effect of taunt for 1 turn. So you get a 2-turn taunt here if you're using 50% charge. Gain shield equal to 35% of maximum health. Very interesting. Passive ability, Out of the Frying Pan into the Fire at level 7. Loses 10% charge on taking damage. They all do that, which is really odd, because if he has taunt, and if lost at least 10% charge, he gains shield equal to 20% of his maximum health. Health is going to be huge on this guy. If Sim has taunt and no more than 30% charge, he gains 15% charge instead. So they can only take you down to that 30% charge, and then they're just adding charge back. So it's going to be lowering it, adding it, gaining shield. Really interesting mechanic. Really excited to kind of try to test this guy out here and see how he does. Now, he does have the synergy with Raleigh, but really only on his basic. So Raleigh has more synergy built into her kit with him, so that's pretty interesting. Let's head back over to the patch notes. Okay, so we went over Stim, and now we have Nessa. Nessa is a clan's pride healer, mentor, leader, and an epic. Now, Bones has been saying forever, and I couldn't agree with him more, we need more leaders into this game. So we got another leader into the clan. Soon available in the game. Gonna probably take a stab in the dark, as you know, and I couldn't agree with Bones more. Last 2 times they've done this, they've been that monthly tournament reward. So make sure you're hoarding everything. And you got, like, I unlocked Talius. I've unlocked the last, who was it, Rowley, and now Nessa. So interesting. And if you haven't seen Nessa, we will pop over and take a look at her. Now, we're not going to go over Nessa's kit because we really can't in the test server. But we saw her play out. I really like the detail, you know, with the flickering tongue. We have the snake charmer kind of thing on the back. Really, really like that. You know, again, it's just visually, this game is just going, to me, up and up. So we'll go back to the test notes and we will read stuff from there. Slinger, Major Shot, and ITL, Dr. Frank, Reval, and Vorian have received level 7 and level 8 abilities. Now, we're going to go over those at the end because there's the balance changes. When we go over the balance changes, then we'll go in and do those T7 rewards or T7 abilities, just so we're kind of not jumping back and forth. Now, you can now upgrade your heroes to tier 13. I hate this. Flat out, it's a dumb move. At this point in the game, it's a horrendous decision. And I don't like it. When I show you what I wrote in the test server chat at the end, you'll see that I didn't like it before they launched it. I put money into this game. I absolutely loved this game. It's so good. And we'll go over it. I'm getting off topic. We'll go over that at the end. But releasing Gear 13 now is a horrendous decision. Multiple people who are playing this game for 8 months have no Gear 12s. I could have more. I get it. I like leveling characters up to Gear 11, and then I'll take them to 12. That's just the way I like to play the game. But I have one. But my big thing is, with this Gear 13 push, why? Can somebody tell me out there why? What is the point of taking a character from Gear 12 to Gear 13? Right now, as the game stands, why? So we can make battlegrounds harder? You can make your tower harder every day? So when you're trying to get through hard tower mode, that'll be harder for you? So we can take them into the same raids and get more Shadar shards? It came at the wrong time. We needed new content before we got Gear 13. Because you release content... I'm trying to remember. I played Star Wars Galaxy Heroes forever. Bones got me back into it. And I believe when they went to the tank raid, they released the gear level first. And it didn't work out. Then when they went to the Sith raid, they released the Sith raid, and then they released the next gear level, or it was vice versa. But when they released the gear level first, so many people were up in arms. But when they released the gear level second, they're like, okay, this makes sense. I have no problem going from Gear 12 to get 13 when we need to. Right now, there's zero reason to go to Gear 13. The only reason I could possibly see somebody might write in the comments, if they do at all, is because they have nothing else to do. Because endgame players are bored out of their freaking minds. Because there is zero content for them to play. And I've told everybody to be patient. Well, I'm losing patience now because this patch has already dropped very, very, very good and respectable players from this game, and it hasn't even been out 12 hours yet. So, Endgame players are still left collecting expeditions and simming tower. Wrong place to put your effort, in my opinion. Having it there, having it ready to roll a patch after a content drop, I'd have zero problem with it. This is just not good. Next one on the list is 2 bald shards are now available for Invasion of Demons campaign 312. I'll be farming him every day. And in Bones' video he said there was something about Wukong. And I apologize because I really haven't had time to keep up much with the test server chat with everything going on. And but this leads me to a point I think I say in every patch notes video. Why isn't there just a clear-cut rotation? 2 bald was 2 after Wukong. And if you, like he said, there's some special way to get him that they're talking about doing. That's fine. Well, we've all been asking the same questions. Let the public know what's going on. You don't have to go into detail, just anything. If there's new content coming that you're working on, tell everybody. Just put it out there. Road ahead blogs. Doesn't have to be monthly. Here's what you could see that we're working on, that if everything goes right, will hopefully launch this quarter. But I'm pumped to get 2 bald, to be honest with you. But I still want that clear-cut rotation. I play Marvel Strike Force. They do actually a really good job with rotation for the most part. Now, there's certain characters they hold on to, and you're not quite sure where they're going to drop. But for the most part, 90% of the characters, it's this, then this, then this, then this. It lets the whales wail on them. It lets the dolphins get them a little bit later. And it lets the free-to-play know they can have this character in 6 months. Right? Still a glaring problem for me. New quests and missions interface. I actually love the new interface in this, and if you haven't seen it, for the sake of the video, I'll let you go check it out yourself. But it's so much more clean and crisp. I actually like this quite a bit, and I think that's a pretty neat addition to the game. I mean, not needed, but definitely isn't bad at all. Replaced hero chests with crystals, a special essence for various rarities. Now, here's my thing, and here's my problem with this. I particularly don't care about the summoning shards. Whatever, cool. I think it's fine. Give me a 10 extra. You know, this is the test server. You get, you know, for every, so we got a Salvador. I mean, it's 1 shard, right? Okay. Every 10 rolls we get an epic, so now we should get another epic. So we got a Patriarch Chi. Boris, Freezard. Okay. It's fine. But here's my thing. I am now out of crystals. Confirmation button. We need a confirmation button. Do you want to spend 2,700? Because up here, it says I have 70 plus. So if I think, oh, I'm opening 10, and you just click away, very confusing. Don't like it at all. Like here, oh, we could buy one, but there's no epic. There's an epic here. Every 50 you get a legendary. Oh, I got a legendary with Garrett. 1 shard. So I mean, it's going to take a lot longer. You're not getting that 10 times bonus, but I honestly, it's always a gamble. It's always a crapshoot. So to me, the summoning heroes thing, I kind of like the shard opening idea. I don't really have a problem with it, other than the fact that they kind of took away that 10x bonus, which to me is kind of horrible. If they did, instead of, you know, there should be, 10, you get an epic. Great. Well, you should also get after 10, you should get a guaranteed however many shards. So, that to me is just kind of blah to me. But the thing I don't like is we need a confirmation button. I could see, especially here, it says I have 70. What does that mean? What does that do? Right? I don't know. But if I thought I had 70, I would think I have 10, and I'd just click. Maybe I wasn't paying attention. Or if you hit it by accident and you blow through your draw coins, that needs to change. We need to have the confirmation. Are you sure you want to spend your draw coins? Yeah. Yeah, we need that. And that'll come up again in the later part of the video. But the next part up here, where are we? Hero chest, new rewards. We've added new rewards that will include crystal shards for completing daily quests every day during the week and the month. Okay, I'm fine with that. Cool. To me, it reminds me a lot of like the red stars. You open up so many, you get so many more. Now, it would be really cool. We have the star shop. If they had like an essence shop, like, would you rather take star shop currency, or would you rather take crystal essence, or whatever it's called? That'd be kind of cool. Hero chests were replaced again. If you had 4 hero chests ready to roll, then you would get enough for 4 chests of the essence. I don't really know the conversion rate there, but yeah. They lowered the number of stars required for summoning some heroes. For example, most rare heroes have become a 1-star unlock and epics 2-star unlock. I have no problem with that, especially now if you're only getting 1 shard. Seems to make a lot of sense. Changed hero stones drops in campaigns and a variety of shops. Now, one of the things I heard that I want to jump back over to the test server and check out is that certain people that they thought were farmable are no longer farmable. So now they can only, like Dr. Frank. Dr. Frank was farmable. Dr. Frank isn't farmable anymore unless you go for the chest of goblins, event chest, rare, epic, or legendary shards. We need a list of those. I don't think it's right that they just say some were made. Let us know what was made and don't make us have to go through. It feels like something's being hidden, and I don't like that at all. Like, I don't know, I think it's kind of crappy that we took away farming spots and didn't tell you exactly who was taken away. Alright, so the next one is you can now use draw coins to level up hero abilities if you don't have enough ability scrolls. Okay, so do I have a problem with this? No, I don't really care, because everything else in the game, there's no challenge or anything behind it really much anymore. Legendaries, you don't have to wait for, you can just pick away at them. You can buy ability scrolls with draw coins now, so you don't got to grind them up or do the raids to get them. Hero stones, you want a legendary person, just keep pumping money into the shards. So, very Raid Shadow Legends-esque. One problem I do have is multiple people messaged me and said, how come there isn't a confirmation button? They thought they had the scrolls and blew through almost all of their draw coins they've been saving because they knew probably a monthly event was coming around. Now they don't have them. That isn't a good look. And as one person put it, it's predatory. And I can't argue with him. I mean, he blew through 2,700 draw coins because he thought he had scrolls and didn't once get a confirmation. Now, should he have looked? Yeah. How many times have you clicked a button and never looked? I mean, I do it all the time. Oh, it says upgrade? I got the scrolls. Perfect. Boom. Off I go. Again, we need that confirmation button, and it should be hot patched, in my opinion. Removed legendary hero unlock messages in global chat. Okay. Redesigned HP bars in battle to make them more comprehensive. I don't think they're more comprehensive at all. I think they're clunky. I think they don't represent the correct amount of shield. Before, I was able to tell, like, I hit this person, they're going to lose shield, and I'm going to go into health. This person's going to die. I don't know, because one person has 30,000 shield and it looks like they have 1,000, and the person who has 3,000 shield looks like they got 80,000. So I don't really care for that at all. A few changes to the rune menu. Now they are grouped by their stars or stats. Love this. This is actually one of my favorite changes when I was looking at the test server build, was the rune changes, and I really, really like it. So pretty cool. Definitely makes it easier. Still would love to be able to delete runes I don't want from my mailbox. That would be solid, but that's a whole nother story. New artwork and campaign selection menu. You'll see that when you go in and do your farming, so no big deal there. I do like it. I think it's kind of cool. I like how they've gone to like the island theme there. An increased offer pop-up cooldown. I really haven't been in much since the patch to notice a difference, but from what people are DMing me, it's better, but it's still way too much. So they fixed graphical issues with purchased currency amount was not showing. Addressed an issue in the result errors when leveling up heroes with the via up one button, and other small fixes and improvements. So let's take a look at the balance changes here. Revol. His swipe ability, second ability, now deals 290 physical damage to all enemies and an additional 25% of physical damage for each effect of bleeding on the enemies. I said this when I did the bleed team, that needed to incorporate bleeding. So this is going to be absolutely huge, and it's really, really going to up his damage. And then his passive ability, Revol deals 50% more damage to the bleeding enemies. And it used to be he deals 20% more damage for each stack of bleeding on the enemies. So what I like about this is with his AoE, he's going to increase his damage. So this I actually think is a good change. I really, really like this change, and I'm interested to test it out. And I can do that bleed team comp video again if you want me to. Vorian, basic ability, Poisonous Needle, deals 250 physical damage to an enemy, poisons the target for 2 turns. Before it dealt 230, and an 80% to poison the target. Now, this I said all the time. Why isn't it just he poisons the target? Let him go through that one potency tenacity check. He had 0. I don't know if he still has 0. You know, it makes no sense that you gave a character with 0 potency have to go through a double potency tenacity check. Now, Gear 11, I'm looking real quick on the test server, and you guys might have been seeing the test server that whole time. Sorry. Whoopsie. He still has 0 potency, so yeah. But at least we only got to go through one potency tenacity check now. Deals 360 physical damage on his piercing poison second ability. Deals an extra 90% of physical damage to a target is poisoned. Poisons the target for 3 turns. That's a pretty solid. Before he was doing 420 of the target. If they were poisoned, poisons the target for 3 turns. Now he's dealing 360, and then he's dealing an additional 90% physical damage to the target when they're poisoned. So I kind of like that change. It could play out well. Especially there's a lot of poisoners out there that really don't have a place. So this could work. Deals 360 of piercing damage to an enemy on his sneaky maneuver, and an extra 90% piercing damage for each stack of poison on the target. Reduces the duration for 1 turn. Piercing damage ignores armor. Now this is a huge change, because before it was removed. You just take them off. So if you use your A2 and you had 3 turns to go, he would just remove them. Now it just brings it down to 2 turns. Really like that. And his passive ability, poison for 2 turns when dealing damage. If Nessa is on the battlefield, she gets the same advantage. Before it was ability applies poison for a 30% chance, yeah, to stack 2. Way better at Vorian. Now his stats are still kind of crap, in my opinion, but he could be usable. And I really want to see what her kits looks like. So we're gonna load up my account and go over there and check it out. Well, I can't get my thing to load, so that kind of sucks. So I will do a Nessa breakdown a little bit longer, and the T7s, we're gonna break those down into separate videos from the patch, just so you guys aren't sitting here for 45 minutes. But patch 4.1.88. Overall, it's not a good patch. It's just not to me. And I don't think it was thought out very well. And I'm sorry to the Play Quantum team to say that. I just don't. I think it kind of is ass backwards. Now, maybe they drop a whole bunch of stuff on us, and it all completely makes sense. And that could be. But there's just been a trend going where, and one of the things that you'll read that I wrote them and said is, you know, there's so much new player content. But what do new players really have to work for? Why are they building up characters? They're so they can become an endgame player? Like, and I don't even know if I consider myself an endgame player because of the amount of Gear 12 and now Gear 13 characters I don't have. But so they can just become like the rest of us, so you can be bored. And you know, things have been told to us that I'm not going to talk about. But until I see them talked about, I can't get excited about them. There's some good things in this patch. This could have been a really cool small patch with the Nessa being brought out. Her leadership, I think, is going to be fantastic. Because I did read her kit. And like I said, I'll break down those in a separate video. But what I don't understand is this trend. I love this game. I still love this game. I'm not going anywhere. I can't tell you how many DMs I got today asking me if I was going to quit the game. Let's start a spending boycott. Let's put 1-star reviews. Listen, I'm not going to tell you to do any of that crap, that garbage. If you want to do it, do it. I don't use this. People listen to me, I guess. I guess I'm an influencer. I'm not telling you to do that. If you don't want to spend, don't spend. You want to give it a 1-star or a 3-star review, do it. But I'm not going to tell you to do it. I'm not starting this trend like that. That's up to you. I know what I'm going to do, and that's fine. That's the way I'm going to handle it. Some people are going to continue to spend. Some people love this update. I've got a small handful of people said, oh, I love this update. I think it's great. Okay. I personally don't. I don't like this update. You know, if it was just Nessa, the Revol and Vorian changes, the T7s dropped, and then they gave a road ahead blog of what they're working on, and that's hopefully going to come soon, with like the rune changes, the graphic changes, the crystals even. Fine. I just don't like the trend of the last couple patches. And I believe Lizard Breath that she's telling me what she knows or what she can tell me. And am I dooming this game? No, I'm not dooming this game. It's just we need the stuff quicker than ever now. People are seeing the same trends. They're getting fed up. You know, a couple people said, well, I left Marvel Strike Force for this game. I'm going back to Marvel Strike Force. I left Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes for this game. I'm going back to them. At least I know what I'm getting. It's all over the place here. I don't know how to answer them anymore. And I'm sorry if I was negative in this video, because you're not used to seeing me be negative, but it needs to be said. It needs to be said. Stuff needs to be said. And that's just how I feel. And I had multiple people question me, well, don't you guys say stuff in server chat? Yeah, we do. I'm not going to show you what everybody says. I'm not that type of person who's going to pull up the test server chat and go over it all. That's not fair to the other people in there. It's not fair to Lizard Breath, who has to defend everything. It's not fair to the developers that play Quantum, because we're invited to be in that chat. If you want to be in that chat, ask to be in it. See if you can get in it. But I'm going to show you what I said. And that's going to kind of sum everything up. So with that being said, let me know what you think of this patch, and I'll go over the T7s, like I said, the T7s and the Nessa review when I can get into the game, because right now I'm still searching for a suitable server. So I don't know if the game's down or what, but I'll try it on my phone when I'm done with this video, and we can kind of go from there. So, and as always, check out my buddy Bones' video. He does a really good job of breaking it down, and could never be prouder of that guy. So he's my boy. And crazy week, so I'm gonna call it there and show you guys my video or my post so you can see what I said, and maybe that'll sum it all up for you. So with that being said, I love you all so very much. Thank you for the understanding, the support, and I will see you in the next one. I'm out.